Two farmers lived in a quaint little village in central India. They were best friends, but they were poor and didn't have a lot of land. One day, everything was going fine, but something happened out of the blue and both of them died. The village was stricken with grief, and their families just couldn't believe what had happened. They couldn't reverse the change, and their souls had already departed on their journey to heaven. Soon, both of those farmers reached the heaven, and there they met God. They were so excited. They were like, oh my God, this is so unique. This is so incredible. And they wanted to connect with the God and ask him questions. Even before they could do that though, the God came to them and asked the first farmer something. He asked, how was your life on earth? And the farmer replied in a sad, pessimistic tone with a lot of worry and anxiety in his speech and said, why on earth did you even send me there? I spent my entire life working as a bull on my small farm just so I could feed my family and give them shelter. I never had enough money. I never got to buy great clothes. I always had to wear poor, ordinary clothes. I had to live in a small house, and any extra income that I ever earned was taken away from me. My life was full of misery, sorrow, and I did not enjoy it at all. Then the God asked apologetically. The God said, I'm sorry. I am sorry that you had to go through so much suffering and all. And what can I do to make your life better in the next era, in your next life? And that first farmer said, just give me a unique place in the world so that I don't have to give anything to anybody and that everything comes to me from all sides and I never have to give anything to anybody. The God said, okay, your wish is granted. In the next life, you will get to fulfill all your dreams. The first farmer was excited. He thought, yes, this is the best moment. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me. And now God turned to the second farmer and asked him, what has been the best thing of your life and how have you lived your life? And the second farmer answered, I don't have any regrets. I had such an amazing life. I am thankful to you for each and everything that you have given to me. It has been awesome. I have a beautiful family. I lived in a beautiful village. I had a great farm which helped me to feed my family. And the best thing was that we never went to bed hungry any single day. We had food to eat each and every time, and I am so grateful for that. But I do have one regret. And no matter how hard I try, I can't really get rid of it. Because it takes deep in my heart. It creates sorrow for me. And it is that many times I had to let thirsty and hungry people turn from my door because I didn't have the food to offer them. That is my biggest regret. Then God asked him, what do you want to do better in your next life and how can I help you in that? And the second farmer said, just make me able to give food and give whatever anybody needs so that every person who comes knocking at my door never goes back hungry or thirsty. The God again said, your wish will be granted and in the next life all your dreams will be fulfilled. Then both of them were born in the same village and on the same day in different families, and both of them grew together in their new lives. By the time they became adults, they had many life experiences and there was a big difference in how they ended up. The first one, who just wanted to take everything from all sides and get everything, ended up becoming a beggar. He would sit on the street with that bowl in his hand asking people for pennies, and anybody who would cross by the street would drop one or two, and he never had to give anything because he never had anything to offer. So nobody would take anything from him and he was getting everything. His dream was fulfilled. And on the other hand, the second person who wanted to give to everyone became the richest man in the village and had a big mansion, had a big house, and he helped other people in the village who were poor or hungry to build their lives and to eat food and never go hungry to bed again. Both people had their wishes fulfilled, and but both of them ended up in very different places. What created this difference? It was their attitude towards life. One was pessimistic, sad, and saw everything as something he could blame or something that was not right. He saw all the problems in the world, while the other one saw the solutions. The other one was grateful, the other one was positive and optimistic. And this isn't only limited to this folklore we just discussed, it happens all throughout our lives. Think about the people you interact with, think about your friends, and there would be one or two people who would be all negative and pessimistic. They would say, our country is not progressing, my job is bad, it makes me work 12 hours a day and it just pays me 50,000 a month. My college was bad, everything is bad, my parents don't understand me, all of that stuff. Do you like hanging out with those people? They will be your friends and you may feel obligated to do so, but most probably you don't want to spend time with them. You don't want to give your minutes and hours to them because they just make you feel sad and pessimistic as well. They don't add any value to your life. And on the other hand, there would be some friends who would be optimistic, would be grateful, and who would find opportunities in each and every situation by being positive and by looking for solutions. Those are the kind of people we enjoy being with because they open our minds and they make us feel refreshed and happy. And there's only one thing that you can remember: don't become somebody you wouldn't want to hang out with. So, if you don't want to hang out with a person who has a negative or bad attitude, you don't have to become a person with a negative or bad attitude. But what is an attitude anyway? We need to understand this term first, right? So, an attitude in simple words means the lens through which you see the world. If you see the world in black and white, in negativity, in pessimism, and all of those things, the world will be like that for you. But if you see it in the opposite manner, if you see it positively, if you see it happily, if you see it full of joy and gratitude, and you express gratitude every time, you will see the world that way. Your world will blossom, your world will be very fulfilling. And that is what an attitude is, the way you look at the world. Dr. Wayne Dyer said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And in the same way, if we change our attitude, if we become positive, even the most negative things can turn into positives and let us build opportunities and grow. Another saying is that if opportunity does not come knocking on your door, build that door. And the only way to build that door is by thinking positively, focusing on solutions, and trying to go as deep as possible and becoming more optimistic and having a self-believing, self-confident, and positive attitude. The way you see the world is how it will be for you, and it's up to you if you want to be like that beggar or if you want to be like that man who is giving everything to everybody and is living in a big mansion and a house. The choice is yours. What you need to remember is that by having a positive attitude, you will turn even the negatives into positives by finding opportunities, by finding solutions, and that is the only way you will realize all your dreams in life. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.